Country Pro, man.
It's been a minute since
And we're
it was
back.
just you and me.
And we're back.
And I.
Just how it started. You know, just two guys with a dream.
Yeah, just a dream.
And a couple dogs.
Yeah, and nothing else to do in life.
Yeah, really nothing. I mean,
nothing going on.
Just trying to start some hobbies. I don't really have
couple
much
dogs.
else.
We have a few dogs.
You got your hands full, bro.
Dude, we took them to the vet this morning.
Oh. For their checkup?
Well, they needed a shot because they're about to go to Thurman's place.
Oh, and they make you
get
your stuff up to date.
Yes.
Yep.
So we took them to the vet this morning. I followed Kimberly in her car. She had the dogs with her. I mean, leaving the driveway.
You're about to take them for their month.
They're going to go.
For their training.
Yes, they're going May. They're going at the end of May.
Bro, you told me that, I think, because y'all are traveling.
We were going to try to work it out. So I'd reached out to them about like, hey, because I didn't know. They only have pricing for one dog.
Oh, right.
So I was like, hey, is there anything for like a second dog? We worked the deal out. They're going to Thurman. They're both going to Thurman's place. So,
dude,
they are.
That works out great because you're going to be gone for a week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She's going to be there that first week of June.
Really?
So they can be friends.
They'll get to meet June.
Yeah, and watch their Instagram because they put all their dogs on there.
They'll put their dogs on there?
Yeah, it's great. So you'll be able to see them getting their training.
Here's what I'm curious about, because our first pair of shepherds that we lost, we got Bear and June back in like 2012, and then they were with us for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
Then they both passed away in the last year or so. But when they were puppies, probably 8 or 9 months, we sent them to a 2-week board and train.
Uh-huh.
And dude, they came back different dogs.
Wow.
They came back different dogs. So, but I'm curious because, you know, I know some other people who have a great experience with Thurman's place.
Yeah.
Did she come back a different dog?
Man, I couldn't believe it.
Really?
I really couldn't believe it. It's my first experience doing a board and train.
Okay.
And I thought, you know, I've just never had a dog that'll do this.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But I've seen other dogs in the neighborhood walking right next to their owner on the sidewalk, and that's how I found out about Thurman's.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Did somebody tell you about it?
I saw this neighbor, and I'd never met him, and I was like, hey, I just went up to him. Hey, how'd you get your dog to do that? And then apparently Thurman's has trained like the whole neighborhood, right?
Okay.
So when they come for spring break, they pick up the whole neighborhood, right? Because all the dogs are going over there.
Yeah.
The key to her, because she is real wound up. Like she's what they would call biddable, meaning like she wants to please. Like they're teachable because they want to please. They're like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Shepherds are super smart, but they're not as wound up. So she was hard.
No, dude. Our two, I feel like, are wound up.
Yeah, but like
they're
from
wild.
Just a nervous, like she's more nervous.
Yeah.
Shepherds are more like a little more chill.
Yeah, but
even though they're watching you, crazy.
Yeah, they are. They are. I feel like our two dogs are crazy right now.
Yeah,
like we got them. Kimberly got them in the car, and our male Huck tried to jump out the window. Like Kimberly's driving out, and he's got his head and both arms out the window, and she had to stop and like roll the window up a little bit, where he just kind of get his top of his head out there.
Yeah.
And then, dude, them getting
crazy
out of the car at the vet, and like they're not aggressive.
No, they're hyper.
Just
energy.
Another dog walks in, and they're just like losing their minds.
Yeah.
And I'm just so curious. I cannot wait. I know that Bear and June came back, different trainer, different process.
Yeah.
But I feel like Huck and Birdie are going to come back just.
Yeah.
And I know we're going to have to continue working with them.
You do, because they get home and it's like.
Yep.
I don't have to do anything anymore.
You got to continue working with them. I know that. But I'm so excited.
Oh, it's fun.
About sending them.
It's fun.
And we're going to go out there and visit them one day, and Kimberly and I are going to do like a little training session on site with them.
Yeah, you go like halfway through.
Yeah.
It's like going to see your kid at boarding school
or
something.
Yeah.
How are they doing?
Yeah.
And they teach you kind of a few things, show them a few tricks.
Yeah.
And it's all the benefits, man. They learn pack training, which is like you're the pack leader at home.
Yeah.
So that's why if I walk over there right now, she'll get up and come over there.
Yep.
If I go over there, she's always like, where are we going? So they do the pack training. They do the leash training.
Yeah.
They do the e-collar training where you can get them to place and just stay there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take that collar off, she'll know. She knows if that collar's on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it takes a lot more. It takes work on the back end, but what you're working with is a great dog.
Yeah.
So you're like, why would I not want to have dinner with them sitting over there?
Yeah, absolutely.
But the socialization though, because they'll meet each other and they'll be around hundreds of dogs.
Yeah.
Over the course of a month.
Yeah.
It just becomes normal. So when she walks down the sidewalk now, and
she doesn't lose her mind.
I passed 2 golden retrievers, and she's just like,
yeah,
kind of
no big deal. Yeah,
I've seen them.
Yeah, we're shooting a video for them, so
really?
we're doing like a before after.
Oh, that's
thing.
cool.
Yeah, and so I've got one of my video guys.
How old are the
They're
puppies?
8 months old.
Okay, same as the last time.
And maybe 9 months old.
And they said that's a great age.
Yeah,
just
they
go
were like,
for it.
they were like, great, yeah. But dude, Huck yesterday on a walk saw a rabbit.
Oh, gee, yeah.
And dude,
about took your hand off.
Oh, well, the thing is, like, we have a long driveway, and we'll go on a walk because we have an e-collar, not the same one that they use, but we've got one, and Birdie is very responsive to it. Like, you can just kind of beep that thing one time audibly, and she's like, "Oop!" She'll come right back to you and what do you need?
Yeah.
And I don't even know if we're doing it right, but like Huck he doesn't respond to anything.
Yeah.
He sees that rabbit, and he is full bore after that rabbit, and he disappears in the woods, and you're just yelling, "Come, Huck, come!" And he's just like,
and you're getting on him and all that,
and he's like, I'm not even paying attention to you. So I'm really, really excited but curious, like how I can't wait.
Yeah.
Also,
Huck's his own pack leader right now.
Dude, he is.
He's like, I just kind of jump out windows if I want to.
He is.
That'll be so good.
And
then you have a personality like Birdie that's a little more like, submissive and they're cautious. You can break them a little easier. Mm-hmm. But man, I've had dogs growing up that they do not care.
Yeah.
What you do to them. They're going to go after that bowl of food or to the neighbors or whatever it is.
Huck will eat. If a kid is making a sandwich for lunch on a Saturday and they turn around for 5 seconds.
Gone.
He's like, "Oh, I'm on it." And he is got that sandwich in his mouth and it's disappeared.
Gone.
So I can't wait.
Man, I'm excited for you guys.
I can't wait.
That's great. I'm glad you worked it out.
And candidly, I'm excited about a little bit of a break from them.
It's great
because they're still in that puppy phase where like
you got to wear them out, you got to do stuff, you got to work with them.
Dude, we turned around the other day. There's a piece of baseboard trim going out of our kitchen into the back kind of mudroom, laundry room area.
Whenever you start with baseboard trim, it's not good.
It's gnawed off.
Why that one?
Because I think
just that's the corner. That's fun.
It's like a cooler temperature tile floor. Maybe they lay back there, and then it's just like, oh, I could chew on that.
That's a good idea.
And we looked down one. I was like, what on earth? Just the baseboard's just gone. I'm like, golly, guys. So I'm ready for
y'all are big time doubling up dogs, dude.
Yeah,
that's
oh gosh,
that's a lot of e-collaring.
I think of this as like a little bit of a state of the podcast.
I love it.
A little bit of a state of the podcast. We've had
how many?
I don't know.
How many have we had now?
You want to guess? You want to guess what episode this is?
I might have already seen it. I might have already seen. Is it 20?
On my notes?
Is it 27?
Did you see it on my notes?
I think so. But that's the only thing.
29th.
Oh, it's 29th.
Yeah.
Shoot.
29th.
Wow, the 29th episode.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. We survived the YouTube deletion.
We got canceled for we don't know why.
We don't know why. We still don't know why.
Somebody canceled us.
We didn't get canceled. That makes
I know,
it sound
I like to say that though.
Yeah, because it incites fervor.
Yeah,
It gets them lathered
Get that
up.
viral stuff going.
We got canceled.
Well, we don't know what happened, so
No.
how do you, we got deleted.
Yeah.
We started over.
We had to start the YouTube channel over. I will say, as of right now, it has surpassed what it was on the day that it got deleted.
Wow.
So it's gone. It has
we are back.
It's fully recovered to the point and a little bit beyond where it was.
I want to say thank you to the people that came back.
Absolutely.
Resubscribed or subscribed again or whatever.
And if you're watching
maybe a lot of them didn't even know that we did start over.
No. If you're watching this, subscribe. It's not hard.
Yeah.
Right? It's not hard.
Yeah. Keep coming back, y'all.
Keep coming back, y'all.
That's what we say.
Subscribe. Thumbs up. If you're listening on like Apple or Spotify,
we're trying to
follow. Subscribe.
We're doing once a week. We are a once a week podcast.
We have been once a week consistent from day one.
Since October.
Every Thursday since Halloween.
Well, we've been doing this, so how long is that? Maybe 6, 7 months? 7 months?
Well, 29 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
isn't that right? October 31st to right now, 29 in a row. And so.
It's awesome.
You know.
So this is a good little break here. Yep. Timeout. What are we doing?
How many total subscribers do you think we have across? This is YouTube, Apple, Spotify.
Plus.
Yeah. YouTube, Apple, Spotify.
1,200.
Oh, jeez. You're like my wife when it comes to this.
Over or under?
Well, because I was pretty excited about 600, which is the real number. But then your guess is 1,200.
Dang it!
It's if I
was adding 300 per, so I was like 900, and then I threw a little.
Yeah, this is a completely fictional thing, but it's like if I walked out of the office today and there was a brand new Lamborghini, and a guy went, "I'll sell you this for $10,000 right now."
Yeah,
I would go, "Okay, I'm gonna buy that Lamborghini."
Okay,
I would buy it for $10,000. I hate Lamborghinis. I would sell it. I'd make money on it.
Okay.
But I'd probably drive it home, let my boys see it.
For sure.
And when I pull in the driveway, I'd go, "Honey, you'll never guess what I bought this Lamborghini for." And she'd go, $100? And I'm like, well, no, not $100.
So it's just whichever way
the
question is presented.
Exactly.
And you weren't like, dude, how many subscribers do you think we have total?
That's true.
You weren't even like that.
That's true.
So I'm educated, but not at all.
Yeah.
It was half.
Yeah, but still.
Okay.
I mean, 600 people.
That's right.
Like, we've been doing it for 29 weeks. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. Well,
that's 20 a week.
This week, we have begun the process of moving into a new studio.
I know.
Like that will be
like more of a studio than this. This was an office.
This is an office
turned studio.
This is my office, Bill's office.
I feel like we're moving into a studio with an office.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
I agree. We this new space, I think we're being more intentional. Like, okay, what do we want it to look like?
Yeah, we're building it.
Lighting, we're building it out.
Yeah.
How do we really want good audio? You know, like this, we got brick walls and windows and, you know, weird ceilings.
Flag blowing in the air.
Yeah, flag blowing in the air. But I think that's fun.
I am very energized about it. And honestly.
Yeah. It's up your alley.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
I like creative design.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I haven't had a designated desk.
Yeah.
Other than the one in my house, which work from home is awful. I haven't had a designated desk in 2 years.
Well, you're about to.
And that feels really good to me. I would sit here. I'd sit in the lobby of the office, or I would find a Starbucks, man, and it is very energizing to me. Like, I'm going to the office. It's a dedicated place. Stuff's not moving. It's just there.
Yep, that's right.
Send us some mail. You know, that'd be fun.
Oh, you know what?
Send us some mail.
Here's the deal,
because I love getting mail.
Here's the deal. I can't believe I haven't thought about this.
Oh.
Kimberly and I, because I tried at one point, I can't remember when this was, to do a Made South YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And we tried to do it for a little while, and then I don't even remember what happened. But we had a video series called Stuff People Send Us.
That's good.
And people we'd put the address there.
Yeah.
They would mail a package. Now, the thing about it, it had to be from like a Southern brand.
Okay.
Or a maker, an artisan, something like that. But people would send it. We had no idea what was there. And then we would open up like 5 or 6 of these boxes and read about them and do that. And it was a lot of fun. We should totally do one of those.
For sure. But the Made South thing was cool because it had a brand, it had a business model. Like people were sending you things that they had made.
Correct. Absolutely.
So,
and a lot of those people ended up in our events or subscription boxes or whatever. But
yeah, I was thinking just like a letter.
Oh well.
But what are you thinking? Like,
I'm thinking
what would somebody send to the Southern Gentleman podcast?
Somebody said Jackson Vaughn sent us these candles right here.
That was nice.
Because I
shout out to Jackson Vaughn.
That's right.
It's an amazing candle.
Yeah, we got this beautiful candle right here that we burn for shows. Like, you and I like candles. Yeah. We like knives. We like gear. We like.
Right.
I think
totally.
if somebody goes, okay, what would a Southern man, a Southern gentleman like?
Right.
Let's see if they like this.
That's good.
I don't know. I mean, it could be.
Could be. Father's Day's coming up, so.
Oh, dude.
Send some Father's Day ideas.
Should we do a Father's Day episode?
Oh, for 100%. Yeah, we need to.
What would it be about?
We missed Mother's Day, which I was going to do a gift guide for Mother's Day.
Yeah. We need to look ahead.
Because we all need help on Mother's Day.
Listen.
All of us.
I agree.
There's so many mothers you're like, how do you do it?
When we get in the new space, we need to make a calendar.
Right.
We need to look out like 52 weeks and go, what are some of those dates that make sense for like a gift guide, or are there 4th of July cookout tips? I don't know. We need to make a calendar.
I agree.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
We gotta help ourselves.
Yeah.
That's part of why I do it. It's like these theme-based shows, they help me just go ahead and do it. Oh, yeah.
That's true.
I already
That's
did.
true.
I got Valentine's taken care of.
That's more for ourselves. My Valentine's Day gifts, by the way, went over.
So good.
So good.
Gosh, man.
So good.
How could that not with zebra skin briefs, dude?
It wasn't zebra. It was
leopard, cheetah.
Leopard or cheetah. I'm not sure.
Jaguar.
But it is
Jaguar
funny, dude.
print.
This is going to sound...
Oh, boy.
Those...
You're wearing them.
No, I'm not.
But they're like comfortable.
But they're, by the way, super comfortable.
Right.
Super comfortable.
So it's a win-win. You could always...
Second thing is like it presents a regular opportunity for like a playful connection where you get out of the shower or whatever, and like she has turned to me and be like, "You want to match today? You want to match? Okay, let's match. Do you have yours? I've got mine."
So it keeps going.
It keeps going. I'm telling you, dude.
We need
look
to play.
Into matching
Let's get that
underwear
calendar
with your wife. Look into that.
I agree.
It's fantastic.
That's a great tip.
We have some great guests.
That's a 24-year married guy.
That's a 24, almost 24.
I mean, keeping it fresh.
This is the first year we're not going to be together on our anniversary. My wife and our oldest son are going to a camp together in California for a week.
Oh, okay.
She's not going to be here.
Wow.
And I'm happy for them. I'm excited for them.
Yeah.
I'm a little bummed.
It's not, well, yeah. It'd be way worse if it's your 25th. Next year, you need to block that already.
Oh.
You're gone somewhere.
Dude.
25?
It's funny that you say that because it's something, when we go to the ball field together, almost, because we're right in the middle of baseball, we got tournaments this weekend.
Almost there.
We're almost at the end of it. But I would say nearly every time we go to the ballpark, I'm like, honey, okay, while they're warming up or whatever, while the game's not going on, during breaks, where are we going to go? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
For next year?
Yeah, we need to start thinking about it.
Oh, it's a big plan.
That's coming up.
Yeah.
Where do we want to go? So we're kind of exploring all that right now.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. We have some great guests. We've had some great guests.
Yes.
So
thanks to everybody for saying yes. Apparently,
I'm blown away.
I've never asked any of our guests, why did you agree to do this?
Yeah.
But that is what I'm thinking the whole time.
We should start asking it.
Yeah.
First of all, why on earth would you agree
Why did
to
you
do
say
this?
yes?
Why would you say yes to this?
But man, they say yes, and we've had some great ones.
Yeah. I know I'm going to miss some people, so I apologize. But we had Derek Stroop.
Yep.
Great. Matt Mitchell.
Yeah.
Ian Cron. Craig Campbell.
Yeah.
Ben Utek.
Yeah.
Who am I
And then
missing?
back in the old days, Motley.
Chris Motley.
My brother.
Your Kyle.
Jeff Helton.
We've had some great guests. And we have some more coming up. I'm not going to name those names now because if something does happen or whatever, I don't want them to be like, oh, I had to, I don't want that to feel weird. But I will just say we have some great guests coming up. So hit subscribe.
You and
don't want to miss.
I think our hope is to be in the new studio.
Oh, yeah.
With them.
Yeah. A lot of them, we're kind of hoping that we'll have a big string of great guests once we land there. Get that done.
Yeah, when we're not above an Irish pub.
Yep, that's right. And then here's the last kind of thing. State of the podcast. We have a hat coming.
Right.
It's coming. We're adjusting some things. We're making it look a little bit better.
Yeah.
We've got 2 of them on the way for you and I to wear and try out. And
right.
How does this feel? We want to make sure it's really
Let me
great.
ask you something.
Yeah.
Because you're very experienced in the product and
I love
procurement.
Products. I love products.
Process.
Yeah.
You know the process. Mm-hmm. You know how it goes down. How did the tariffs influence the timeline of this thing?
It's definitely delayed it.
Okay.
For sure. And it has, this is I don't know. I don't feel like I'm going to say anything I shouldn't say. But this is easier for us to do a hat because I already have a hat business.
Right.
Where we design and create
You've got
custom hats for other people.
Okay.
And so we have that process locked in. It's been going great. But then these tariffs happen because the hats are made overseas right now.
Yeah.
I don't love that. I would rather
I agree.
They
right
be
here.
made in the United States of America. As of right now, this moment, there are not a ton of really great hat manufacturers in the United States. Especially, there are some good ones, but they can't do truly custom. You can't build your own hat and control every part of what it looks like.
Okay.
You can get their kind of, here's our design, and here's our template, and we can throw your brand on the front.
Okay.
And that's okay. That's okay if you want to do that.
Yeah.
But I like being able to do custom tags on the back or custom branding on the inside.
I'll tell you something, man. If anybody is going to be the first one to say no to international versus stateside product, it's going to be you.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
So this means a lot, is what I'm telling the listeners. It means a lot for you to say there are options stateside, but it's not the thing. It's not the same.
It's not the same. And
we are going full blown custom on these.
Yeah, it pains me to say that. I don't know that there's a country in the world that's better at manufacturing than China right now.
Yeah, totally.
And maybe that's not 100% true for all things being manufactured, but like apparel, hats, the quality is really great.
Yeah.
And
there's things that every country does that you're like, okay, nobody does it better than them.
Yep.
So I'm not. It doesn't have to be political.
No.
For me, it's like, well, we got film and Hollywood. Like we control and own the market in media.
It's hard not to find a world-class automatic timepiece that's not made in Europe.
Okay.
It's hard.
I like that.
That's difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there are some American companies who are making great automatic timepieces, but
just not the way that they're doing it.
Just not the way they're doing it over there. And
they've been doing it longer.
This hat is to be completely to control every part. Like we designed the camo that's going on it.
Yeah.
We are doing a fun patch on the front. We've got some great tagging on the back. There's some fun things like on the inside of that.
Yeah.
To do all of that, I can't figure out how to do it in the States.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it not cost $1 bazillion.
So the cost went up.
Yeah.
Do you think that's coming back down if Trump like does a deal with China?
I think so.
Like,
yeah.
Is this just a ride that you ride, and do the costs change that quickly? Like, are they implemented the moment they have a phone call?
So I'm gonna tell you what we've experienced.
I don't really understand it, you know. I've been on the farm, so if I check if I check for a tick or something, that's just
I'd like to check you for ticks.
Just what's going on. Feel a little
You like that song? Have you heard that song?
Brad Paisley.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah, I do like to say to my wife every now and then, like if we'll go I'm like,
sure.
Hey, I just need to remind you I need to check.
There's a lot of country lines that I like to say to my wife, but I don't listen to the song.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Settle that.
When we have been making hats for our customers, so the company's called Yonder Hats. We make custom hats for brands.
If you're doing an event, we got you. If you have a company,
yep. When we've done that, you can ship those one of three ways. You can ship it by boat, you can ship it by air, and then you can ship it by express. And express is like really fast. Like it'll be from overseas to here in 3 days. Air takes a little bit longer, but it's like probably 10 to 12 days even. Boat, you're talking about 30 days plus for it to get over here. Tariffs, for whatever reason, increased the express option.
Okay.
It did not increase price for air or boat.
Okay.
Now, air costs more than boat.
Did it increase price to make it?
It didn't.
The materials are the same.
It didn't.
Okay, it's literally just the cost to get it here.
Just the cost to get it here, and it has delayed.
The import.
It has delayed getting them here. That's been our biggest frustration. Is like we started doing it, and we delivered the first few client hats like really quickly and on a good timeline, and then our last 3 or 4 have taken way longer than they should have.
Okay,
and we keep getting
the same price for the boat.
Same price for the boat.
Okay.
Same price for air. Air is a little bit more than boat, and we have, candidly, we have paid to air a few of our clients out of our pocket just because it's taken so much longer.
Yep.
But I haven't fully understood how we have experienced it more in the time delay.
Okay.
But I can't wrap my brain around why a tariff would delay the shipping of something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that. It's just like you pay it and it moves on. Why does that? I don't know.
Yep.
It's been really weird to navigate, but I think it feels like it's settling down.
Okay.
A little bit.
Yep. Or regulating.
Yeah. I'm hoping that we'll have hats by middle of June.
Okay. So overall, Southern Gentleman Podcast.
Yes.
State of the Union
That's
check-in.
State of the Union.
I've started to use this or say this. It kind of started out as a hobby. Let's try this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got Thursday open? Yeah. Let's come up with some topics. Let's do our top 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And it was fun. And since then, it's continuing to evolve like we thought it would, into a brand, into what are we about? Oh, who are we going to have on? Oh, what's the listener profile going to be? Oh, okay, cool.
And I think
what do they want?
We're still figuring a lot of that.
And we're still figuring all that out, but it's not a hobby anymore. That's not how I see it anymore.
I think you and I take it seriously.
It's got this. There's a purpose that's just like kind of sprouting as a seedling. It goes from hobby to purpose.
And I was listening to, or not listening to, but I saw a clip of Joe Rogan the other day, and he was talking about there is a comedy podcast called Kill Tony. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
I will say, okay, it's not family friendly.
Yeah.
But it's a great concept. This guy named Tony Hinchcliffe, he lives in Austin, Texas. He started this podcast 11 years ago.
No
It's
way.
called Kill Tony. And every Monday, I think they do it on Monday nights. Every Monday night for 11 years, they sit in a comedy club. Anybody in the crowd who wants a chance puts their name in a bucket. Tony comes out. They start recording. He has like 2 or 3 guest judges with him.
Yeah.
And they literally draw names out of here. Winston Cruz. And Winston gets to walk up and stand in front of the mic for 1 minute and do 1 minute of stand-up comedy. And then the judges will like interact with them and ask them, and they'll roast them. They'll make fun of them.
Oh, yeah.
It's very funny, not family friendly at all.
Right.
But I love the idea of that. Tony just did a deal with Netflix, where now Kill Tony is on Netflix.
Okay.
It's become the biggest comedy podcast in the world.
Yeah.
And the clip I saw of Joe talking about it was like, people think that this is some overnight success thing.
Oh, for sure.
He's been doing it every Monday night. They don't miss a night for 11 years.
Yeah.
And
in 11 years, he became an overnight success.
exactly. But he also goes on to say, people want to start something and they want they want 1 million subscribers.
Oh,
immediately. Who doesn't want that? But he was like,
yeah.
dude, your early years or so, or your early time, you're still figuring it out. You might go, oh, this really hit. Oh, maybe we should talk more about that.
Yeah.
Like you're still evolving.
Yeah.
Just keep doing it. Keep making it better. Keep thinking about how can we do this better, and just keep doing it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
like, Joe did it in his Degum house, and nobody was paying attention forever.
Yeah.
And now, biggest podcast in the world.
Right. That's the norm. But
Do it forever.
This stuff where you like find the influencer and you see their millions of followers, you're thinking, oh, that must be easy. Mm-hmm. It's really not. If you hit that, then it's kind of like catching fire.
It's not.
For those people.
No. But I like what we're doing.
I do too, man.
I like what
I'm
we're
excited about this summer too.
We got some fun things coming up. We're going to answer a bunch of mailbag questions.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of questions in there.
Okay. We
We put the call out. Bunch of people sent in things.
I love how people respond. It's great.
And I'm always surprised where they come from, where they're from.
Man, there's a lot in here.
Because like, I would say the majority that we put in there this morning are not from people in the South.
Really?
That's great. No, the majority are from outside the South.
Wonderful. I love it. We're hitting the whole country.
Yep.
We're Southern gentlemen, but we'll talk to anybody.
Ben.
We'll listen to anybody.
Ben used to live in Nashville, but that dude's
he's straight Minnesota.
He's straight up Minnesota. But he's got great stories.
Yeah.
I love what he's doing.
He can speak to the South in a lightning round.
And it's like, why shouldn't we talk to that dude?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that.
We are so inclusive. Okay, first one. First one. Oh, there he goes. There goes the laugh. Brandon in Peachtree City, Georgia. What advice would you give your 20-year-old self? God, 20 years old. I was
such a knucklehead.
I was a freshman or sophomore in college. Just out of the house.
Oh, man.
What advice would I give my 20-year-old self? I'll be 40 next year, so that would be the halfway point to where I am today.
Yeah.
I'd probably tell myself to slow down, and I would tell myself, stop worrying about everything. I don't think I was like anxious all the time. I'm not talking about that, but just that like, what am I going to do? Who am I going to marry? What am I going to do for a job? Where am I going to live? You got this whole world up in front of you. You've literally only graduated. Me. I've only literally graduated. I had the whole world in front of me.
You had graduated by 20?
No, I mean high school.
Okay.
You're in college.
Yeah, my bad.
College is the gateway to the rest of your life.
Yep.
In a lot of ways.
Yep.
For me, it was. I would have just spoken some peace into the situation. Just relax. You don't have to figure it all out right now.
This is a difficult one for me.
That's tough.
It's very tough. I think
because there's a lot of different avenues you could go. You know,
the first thing
I will say, whoever you pick as your spouse is
gosh.
is the biggest decision, and it will affect you the rest of your life.
Yep.
That is the one big one. I would say, not to put more pressure on you. Hey,
don't
remember
worry.
what I said about everything will be okay. But by the way, whoever you pick is going to determine the rest of your life.
Huge.
It's huge, man.
Yeah. No, I mean it.
So take your time.
True.
Slow down. Slow down.
Yep. It's funny. I'm a little bit the opposite. I would say marry her right now. Marry her right now. For me personally.
Yeah.
I would go back to my 20-year-old self. I'd say, ask her to marry you right now. Marry her faster. Because I just look back. That was a very sad time in my life. Mm-hmm. A lot of pain, sadness, trying to fill the void.
Yeah.
My parents had gotten divorced. It was a nasty thing.
Yeah.
I felt like I was wandering. I didn't have a lot of purpose.
Yep.
I got into stuff. I became a gambling addict.
Yeah.
Like a very dark, just sad existence. Mm-hmm. And not that Kimberly, she's not my savior.
No, but it would take you to a place of responsibility.
Yes,
and structure.
And even you remove some of the things that like pain I caused myself by choices I made. Just even. I just think dealing with a lot of that would be better if I had my person.
Gosh, man. That is the dumbest phrase. So your advice to your 20-year-old self is to find your person.
Well, and I had already found my person.
That sounds like...
I had already found my person. We were dating. We had been dating for a few years. But I was just an idiot knucklehead who... Like, I would go back and go, marry her now.
Yeah, that's
Marry her now.
Yeah.
And I would also probably tell myself not to bet on that football game the first time.
Right. Yeah.
Because it was just a painful road.
It is.
Like, avoid that like the plague.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah. But it's interesting because that gambling thing back then, dude, that was undercover. That was, you had to know people.
Yeah, you had to really do it.
Today, you carry it around in your daggone pocket.
Oh, yeah.
And like Kentucky Derby was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it was the first time we were watching it at the house, and we're watching all the lead up, and they ran some ad for like, you place this bet and you get a free bet and you do this.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt pretty good about the horses I liked.
Yeah.
And I told Kimberly, I was like, why don't we place a bet? Why don't we do this? It'll be a free bet. If we lose, we don't lose. She was like, are you high?
Yeah.
What on earth are you? There's no chance.
Yeah.
We're dipping your toe into that pond again.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
You're right.
Okay.
She was right.
Should have married you earlier.
It is just way, I saw Acuff posted something today. I can't remember how he said it, but he was like, he called it pocket slavery.
Yeah.
You carry it around in your pocket.
Right.
And I guess the same could be said for anything, porn. But gambling today, I feel like has taken over young men. And I'm telling you, dude, that stuff, it gave me a lot of pain.
Yep.
And today it's like everywhere. You could do it out in the open and talk about it and post about your pics, and it's all legal. And
it's right there. Easy.
I just think it can ruin you.
Easier than ever.
It can ruin you so quickly.
Yeah,
I would tell myself, marry her quicker. Don't place that bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's well said, man. Elena from Wisconsin.
There you go. Cheeseheads.
Go Badgers.
Is that what they are?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So much cheese. Great cheese.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Cheese curds, all that. Wisconsin knows what they're doing with cheese. How did you guys meet? How did you guys meet?
It was at a Russian bathhouse.
During a horse race.
I mean, we worked together. It was the first time we met.
I can't believe when I saw Kimberly yesterday, she said, nice to meet you. I was kind of taken aback by that. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
But I'm not sure you two have ever met.
But wouldn't you say, oh, for sure we've met? I mean, I've been here for 15 years. I started working there 15 years ago. So 2010, and what year did you leave?
2014.
So we were together for 4 years.
Yeah.
I remember not really speaking to you much, though, because you were intimidating to me.
Oh, gosh.
Because you were the guy over there.
There was no reason
but we were on the same floor. You were over there doing your thing. I was like, he's got some influence around here.
Oh.
He's got that influence.
Yeah,
thing.
you know.
But can you remember another time that we hung out at all?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why she would have ever met you.
Maybe like a Christmas party or something. I mean,
but you think back to those Christmas parties. There's 1,000 people in that room,
true.
or 800, or whatever it is.
Yeah, maybe not.
So many people.
So it's appropriate for her to say, "Nice to meet you."
Yeah, and it was funny yesterday morning because I was like,
she had at least like had lunch or dinner. Or, I don't know.
No,
we've never done that.
I know.
Ah, dadgummit.
But
so we met through osmosis.
Yeah,
it's one of those stories.
Yep.
It wasn't like this guy introduced us.
Yeah, I didn't know
we worked together on the same floor.
I didn't know that I even liked you until
that's a better question.
I was gone, and we happened to play golf in the same foursome one day.
That's right.
And then I was like, I actually like this dude.
Yeah, that was a notable hangout where we're like, I remember that. I remember hanging out with you.
You spent 4 or 5 hours on a golf course with somebody.
And it poured the rain.
Did it?
It poured the rain during one of the holes.
I don't remember that.
That was funny. I think we had to cut it early. It was just like downpour.
Yeah, I have a terrible memory when it comes to like specifics.
Yeah.
I just remember generally it was you, me, Bill, Joe, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this dude's a good hang. He's a good hang.
Oh.
And I had heard people say that about you.
Yeah.
I'd heard Joe say that about you. I'd heard Bill say that about you. But I just didn't have that. I didn't have that personal experience with it.
Yeah. We never crossed over and stuff.
No. So that's how we met. Not the Russian bathhouse.
That's true. That's a fun. All right. Micah from Lexington, Kentucky.
One of my favorite cities.
Is it really?
I love Lexington.
I'm not sure I've ever been. Only Louisville.
Oh, dude. Okay. All right.
No.
Here's what I'm gonna just throw out there right now.
One of your favorite cities. Are we gonna go to Lexington?
What you might not know what this looks like for you right now. I don't know what it looks like for me.
Okay.
October.
Yeah.
They have a place in Lexington called Keeneland.
Okay.
Are you familiar with this?
No.
Okay.
This is exciting.
Keeneland.
I bet Micah is.
Micah's very familiar. I can guarantee you.
He knows Keeneland. Okay.
Keeneland is like here's the way I try to describe it to people. Keeneland is the Augusta National of thoroughbred racing.
Oh.
Okay.
Is it where the Derby is?
No, it's not where the Derby is. The Derby is held at Churchill Downs in Louisville.
Oh, okay.
And the Derby, I've never been to the Derby, but I got a lot of friends who have been, and they're like, dude, it's 200,000 people. It's crazy. It's everybody's hammered. I mean, it's all that stuff.
Yeah.
Keeneland, you drive up to Keeneland, and you're like, everything right off the bat is gorgeous. It is meticulously.
Yeah.
The crowds are much smaller, but they care. They're dressed nicely.
Yeah.
It's family friendly. You can take your kids. They have great food, great cocktails. The crowd's way smaller. And you watch, they have a spring meet in April and they have a fall meet in October.
Okay.
Keeneland is one of the greatest experiences you will ever have as a Southern man.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, dude,
in October.
In October. So they do it in April and October. October is coming up. The fall meet. the leaves in Kentucky will be changing colors.
Oh, I mean,
And
October's
dude,
my second
to
favorite
go
month.
spend a day at Keeneland, you and Rachel, me and Kimberly, dressed
Right, right.
nicely but
No, see
comfortable,
ya, sucker.
and they have a signature cocktail called the Keeneland Breeze that I love making at
Absolutely.
the house because it's Maker's Mark.
This doesn't get much like like much publicity
No, it's not.
because it's just racing.
Now,
It's Kentucky racing.
Then there is this whole other side of Keeneland that they have a thoroughbred auction.
Okay.
So they
Horse
will have
trading or just
they're auctioning horses.
Oh, it is horsing. Okay.
And dude, the stories I've heard, I've never witnessed it. I've toured the grounds, but I've never seen the auction. But like Keeneland is where the iconic thoroughbreds are coming in. They're getting bought and sold.
It's the NFL draft.
And they will get like those horses will get on a plane and get flown to Saudi Arabia. Like
no way.
Right then.
Wow.
So Keeneland is like this hub for thoroughbred racing.
That's amazing.
But it is the experience of going to the races at Keeneland.
What a culture, though.
Dude.
Like, there's no other culture like that.
It's
Would you say nobody in the world has horses like Kentucky? Back to our other country conversation? I don't know.
I cannot
I'm sure
imagine.
there's horse races.
There definitely are horse races.
But it is iconic.
But I don't know that I think I might be wrong, but I would say the majority of the world-class thoroughbreds are coming out of Kentucky farms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go in October.
It's great. Lexington is great. Sidebar.
What's the right age to have the birds and bees talk with a boy?
I have an opinion on this.
I do too.
Because I've had to have it.
My boy's 5.
Yeah.
Yours?
I've got 3.
Yours are moving through.
Yep. 17, 14, 9.
Yeah. I would love to learn from you. Because I've already formed my opinion, but I'd love to know.
Yeah. I think as my boys have gotten older, my opinion on this has changed.
Mm-hmm.
That I think you need to start talking about it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I think that 10 to 12 range, maybe even a hair earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I think talking about sex,
Yep.
boy or girl, we're talking about boys specifically,
Yep.
I think early on being age appropriate, but introducing, because the way I come at it is like, okay, this is what is God's design for sex.
Mm-hmm.
What is procreation? How do babies get made?
Yep.
I think that should start earlier, whereas a few years ago I would have said, 13, 14. Now I go, I probably want to introduce that earlier.
Yeah.
And make it a constant conversation, like an ongoing, not just, hey, I've had the talk one time and now we're done.
Oh, yes.
But like an ongoing thing.
Yep.
Okay, how are you going to treat dating? Okay, how are you going to treat a young lady?
Right.
All right, I think get started earlier.
Yeah, I wonder why it's gotten down to this, like, the talk.
Yeah.
I
do think you should reframe that.
That's my number one, like, when I hear that, I'm like, I have a reaction to it. Because that would be very limiting to your relationship with them,
Yep.
So we're on a flight home, the family, Rachel and the 3 kids. Charles is in the window seat. I'm in the aisle. Amelia's in between us. It's been quiet the whole flight. They're on their, tablets.
Yeah.
Which is when we let them just go for it.
Sure.
It's a great flight. Quiet the whole time. Then we're descending. Charles opens the window. He's just looking out the window. And just quiet. He's looking out the window. And that white noise of a plane.
Yeah.
When you talk, it kind of cuts through some stuff. You can hear murmuring or things. And he leans over and he says, "Dad, when a girl has a baby in her belly, how does it come out?" About that loud.
Yeah.
He's 5. This is probably a couple months ago. And I looked at him thinking, where is your brain right now? But I looked back at him and I said, well, it comes out of their vagina. you know? And Rachel's sitting in the row in front of us, so I'm kind of like talking right into like between their seat. And she heard him pipe up because we haven't said anything the whole trip. And the first thing he says is, how does that baby come out of their belly?
And the first thing you say is,
it comes out of their vagina. So
did he know what that word meant?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, because I said, what made you think of that? And he just said, I don't know. You know, back to the window, watching this. So here's my thing. I am age appropriate, number one.
Do we have an alarm going off? Do you hear that?
It does sound like it.
All right, hold on.
That might be outside.
Sounds like it's not.
Huh. So,
Keep talking.
So I would say age appropriate. The earlier, the better. And what I've decided was age appropriate for me is that right now, with Charles being 5, it's just anatomical. It's just God created you a man, you have a penis. God creates women, they have vaginas.
Yeah.
That's it. And then if he asks where babies come from, they're very curious. So I will tell them exactly how it happens, because to them it's just like it explains it. Like that's how it happens. And if they want to know why does it get hard or why does it not get hard, like that's fine.
He's not been sexualized yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's just like
what I have not crossed over into yet is desire.
Right.
And romance and intimacy and the deeper meaning of God's greatest expression of love between a man and a woman.
Yep.
That's about where I'm at right now with our oldest. She's 10 and
Mm-hmm.
it's time to continue that. But all the way up through I've been telling her God created you a woman.
Yep.
God created you a man, and these are the body parts that he gave you. You have 2 holes, you got 3 holes. I mean, you know what I mean? Like that's where babies come out. How do the babies come out of there? It's amazing, right? Like it's great. You know, and but my goal is to remove the mystery from it.
Yeah.
I want it to be so non-mysterious that it's like, that's how life works. Every species, look around you, every single species around you that's a mammal does it the same way. You know, and so it's been happening for thousands and thousands and thousands of years.
Billions of years. No.
There's nothing really like shocking about it if it's anatomical.
No.
Then when we get into more of the relational aspect of it and the desire part, you know, I just want to be a place where they can express it freely.
I think that's very smart. I love that perspective.
Yeah, we'll
Keep
see.
it about. I was going to say nuts and bolts.
Yeah.
But keep it like the basic, the anatomical.
Yeah.
And then as they get older, desire, the expression of love between husband and wife. Like I love all that.
But early and often would be my response to Micah. Early and often.
It needs to be an ongoing conversation. And dude,
we also say, he said this in the other, he's like, we still pee in the yard. He still pees in the yard.
Oh, we do it all the time.
He did it at a playground. And while he's doing it, he looks over his shoulder and says, Dad, look, I'm peeing. And I literally had the thought of like, do I turn around and just look for another dad right now? Be like, who's this kid yelling at? Whose dad is this?
Who does this kid belong to?
Whose kid is this?
Yeah.
Just peeing in a public area. Dustin from Colorado. What's something you wish you knew at 25 years that you know now?
Oh. Kind of similar.
Kind of the same.
Yep.
Not much different in 5 years.
Marry, no.
Although I was married by then.
Yeah. But we appreciate his Dustin.
Yeah, Dustin.
We appreciate the question.
Yeah, absolutely. Kyle from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Who is Winston's chiropractor? Huh.
Is it Kyle?
No.
Kyle's not your chiropractor?
Kyle lives in... Kyle?
Well...
Kyle from Murfreesboro. Who is Winston's chiropractor?
When I read that, I thought, I bet Kyle is
Winston.
Like, who is...
Yeah. No.
You know.
Maybe Kyle is looking for a chiropractor.
Maybe.
But in Murfreesboro.
Maybe.
I guess I've talked about
I think so. I think maybe so.
My spine and all that. Yeah, so I go see Mission Health. It's Mission Health Center in Franklin. I'm coming up on 1 year, and his name's Dr. Ronson Dykstra.
Dykstra.
Ronson Dykstra.
That makes me think of Lenny Dykstra. You know that name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I went in there Tuesday this week, and I've had 60 adjustments at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I have never had one like what happened. It was bizarre. He did the exact same stuff, same routine, same like thing, turn this way, do that, do this. And man, I cracked all over the place. And
really?
It was great.
Glorious.
It was so good.
I love a good back cracking.
Highly recommended.
Yeah.
Elaine in Wisconsin, how do we meet again?
We had 2 in there?
Yeah, man.
Oh, jeez.
Double dipping. David from Cleveland. Favorite cut of steak to prepare at home, and what cut? And what cut do you order when you're eating out?
Okay.
Yeah, at home and eating out. Mm-hmm. What's your cut?
Mm-hmm.
I like this question, even though I can't eat meat. Oh, by the way, I went and got an independent blood test Friday. The results came back 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Because I'm coming up on 6 months.
And?
I'm still positive.
Still alpha gallon.
So I am. Hey, June, place.
June.
Place. Sit down. So.
Thurman's place.
Yeah, exactly. Do what I paid for. Bro, 4 people have told me that they either had it or know somebody who had it and went to see an acupuncture person. And they do acupuncture in your ear. You leave it in for 3 weeks, and all of them got rid of the allergy that way.
You leave it in?
You leave these follicles in. Not the whole needle, but you leave the follicle in your ear for 3 weeks, and then you go back and get them out. I'm not sure how it all works, but that's what I've heard. That's what I've learned.
Yeah.
And it cures it.
You know who?
So my next call is, I need Motley.
I was going to say.
I need Motley.
I was going to say now. He just...
Or at least for him to refer me to somebody.
That's what I'm thinking. He will know a good acupuncturist.
Yeah. Well, I've got 4 different ones now from all the people I've talked to.
Yep.
Okay. Favorite.
That's exciting, though.
I'm excited about it.
I've never had acupuncture.
Well, what I told people, it's woo woo coming in. Like it's voodoo stuff. Oh, you got to take bite now. You can't eat fillets.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And then how do you get out of it? You get acupuncture in your ear.
Yeah.
That's woo woo.
It's all woo woo, baby.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the woo woo.
Me too. Especially it got me into it. Like the woo woo got me into this allergy. So I think woo woo can get me out. Oh. Preach it.
What's your favorite cut to cook at home? If you could.
I like a fillet at least 1.5 inches thick, maybe 2 inches thick, sous vide first while you heat up the green egg to 600 degrees. Pull it out when it's ready, whenever you're ready, because that's the beauty of the sous vide. And you sear that thing on either side, put it on a plate.
Yeah.
It's like cutting through a loaf of bread. Like that's how soft it is.
I'm a ribeye guy.
At home?
Yeah. I'm a ribeye guy. No, I take that back. I'm completely wrong. I'm a New York strip guy.
I do like a strip.
I'm a New York strip guy.
I do like a strip.
I have not gone ribeye yet. People keep telling me, oh, you got to go ribeye.
It's a lot.
I haven't done that yet.
It's a lot of fat.
I know. The strip, I think, is the good mix of filet.
It is.
But with a hint, with some of that marbling.
And you get and it's big.
Yeah, you can get good.
You can get a 10-ounce
strips
for cheaper, way cheaper than a fillet.
I like strips a lot.
I'm a strip guy too.
It's the second part of that is funny to me because I never order steak out, ever. And it's not because I don't look at it like our friend Joe would say. Once I've cooked a steak at home that is amazing, why would I ever go pay for that steak out there? I don't think of it that way. I just never, whenever I'm sitting down to eat, I'm never drawn to the steak.
Okay.
I'm always like, oh, that trout looks, or that salmon, or that whitefish, something.
Okay.
I love fish.
Yeah.
Out.
You'd be a great alpha gal dude, man. You'd be great at it. See, I'm
gonna try to get
my psychology is I'm gonna get something at a restaurant that I can't make at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yours is like, I just don't look at. I just not a.
I just am not, for whatever reason.
Don't go for the butcher block.
I'm not drawn to the meats.
Any red meat.
Any of the red meats. No.
I didn't know that about you. Never guessed it.
I
thought you would have taken down like a New York strip at a nice steakhouse and then have the meat sweats the rest of the night.
Nope. Never. I say never. Like,
that's great to know.
Rarely will I order a steak.
I think I'm still a filet guy, but I like having just like a petite filet, like a 6 ounce, and then have all the sides with it. That would be my go-to.
Give you all like the cream spinach.
Yeah, so I can enjoy other stuff too.
Yeah.
Because I will say this. I can make a steak just as good as another steak.
I can too.
Once you've had a filet there, and then you come home and sous vide it, it's amazing.
I've never had a steak better than the strip that I make on our ceramic. We don't use an egg. We use a Primo. Yeah. Shout out Primo.
It's also a hunting brand.
Primos. Calls.
Yeah.
Yep. This is Primo ceramic. They're made in the USA, actually.
I see a theme here.
Yeah.
How many more do you want to do?
I don't know. Give me like 2 more.
All right, 2 more. Matt in St. Augustine, Florida. Shout out St. Augustine. You ask your guests about heirlooms. What are some you would recommend? God, great listener. Great listener.
Great listener. Matt? Is his name Matt? Great listener, Matt.
What are some heirlooms you would recommend? That's good.
Recommend. I mean, I automatically go to like things that I own that I want to pass down. I've never thought about it as recommending, like, oh, if you're that feels weird to me for some reason. Like, oh, you should buy these things so that you can pass down one day.
Well, maybe it's just when you think about it, what will you do or want to do?
And this is also a hard one because I don't love stuff. Mm-hmm. I do. I don't know. I think about like when the day comes that I'm not here anymore.
Yeah.
What are some things that my kids, I believe, will go, and I want to keep that. I want to hold on to that.
Mm-hmm.
I think about my watch. One of my sons is going to own this watch one day. My chain that has their names, their mom's name on it.
That's
awesome. I don't know how they will. I don't know how they'll split that up.
Yeah,
it's one thing.
Yeah, I'm with you. Those are 2 great ones.
Yeah,
but I'm not like I wear this leather belt passed down through generations that they can have.
Right.
I've got clothes, but nothing that's like, oh my gosh, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I've got a Filson bag that's wax canvas, but it's not meaningful. Yeah. It's just an overnight bag that I pack to go to the lake. But tell me if you think this is too much or if this would burden a kid. I have journals that are sacred to me.
Mm-hmm.
And they're my personal relationship to myself.
Yeah.
And there's multiple. And if the thing that I handed them that meant the most, that was the closest to me, it would be those. And I would say, you don't have to ever open them, but you can keep them.
Yeah.
I don't want them to be thrown away, right? It'd be weird if they were just gone, but maybe not. I don't know.
I don't think you'll care when you're gone.
But if you want to keep them,
yeah,
you can.
Yeah, that is a because I'm the same way. I'm probably not as I love journals. I love them.
Yeah.
And there are several scattered around our home that I have written notes in. I've journaled through my quiet times. Some of them I've written down dreams or angry frustrations,
Yeah.
or I've written notes to friends who I felt like harmed me and I just need to get it out, and I'm never going to actually send that to them.
Yeah.
I've written notes to my kids that I felt like I'm really pissed at right now, but I'm not going to, I don't want to say this. They're just what's the word I'm looking for? Like a hodgepodge of just.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them could just be to-do lists for that day.
Yeah.
They're just blended.
Yep.
So I always want to be a guy who journals. Like, I would love if I had a journal that's just like, these are my conversations with God.
Yeah.
These are my hopes and dreams. These are the things I'm struggling with. But
That's good.
my journals tend to be just a mix of everything.
Yeah.
And I don't keep them organized. I'll start one. I'll get halfway through.
Right.
The second half is empty. I'm like, I want to buy another one. I'll get another one. I'll start fresh. And they're scattered.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
But I wish I had that from, like, my mom passing away. I wish I could look back and read.
I'd be curious.
What was she thinking?
There's something about handwritten stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
That they're not writing to anybody. Like, I'm not writing to anybody, but it's my writing about my life, and I would think that would be really cool if they ever wanted to be curious about it after I'm gone.
Yeah. I love that. I do know.
Otherwise, it's guns. But the one gun that I bought in college, my first, it's like
sentimental.
There's more
things.
special guns than not.
Right. I also have kept a few. I got rid of all my bourbon a few years ago.
Yeah.
Except for like maybe 24 sentimental special things for me.
That's me.
And some of them are bottles that were released on the years they were born.
That's cool.
And so I've kind of been holding on to those. They may never be into that or enjoy it.
Yeah.
But it could just be something fun that one day you have this and you're like, oh.
That's cool.
My dad got this. This came out the year I was born, and that kind of thing.
That's cool. And you could keep that.
Yeah.
When Rachel and I got married, we went and bought 4 cases of 2009 wine.
Yeah. I love this idea.
And each anniversary, we'll open a bottle, and then we'll Sharpie on there what the year was and what we did. And so we've got 15 of them right now, just lined up with the Sharpies.
Where do you keep them?
They're in our wet bar. So maybe they want to keep like a 10-year or a 20 or whatever it is, however far we make it.
Is it all the same?
That could be cool.
Same wine?
There's 4 different kinds.
Okay,
that we bought.
4 different wines,
4 different cases,
a case of each,
and we just pick which one each year.
That's fun. What are they?
It's been cool.
What are the wines?
Oh, they're just there's nothing special about them. That's the funny part. We were, we bought probably they were like $20-$30 bottles.
Yeah.
And so now it's funny when we take them to restaurants. If we're at a restaurant for our anniversary, they'll be like,
take it with you.
Oh, was 2009 a good year in Napa? Blah, blah, blah. And we're like,
no,
I have no idea.
Yeah, no.
Probably not. We're just here to kind of commemorate it.
Yeah. It's just, I love
Have
that
I
idea,
told
though.
you the Blackberry story?
No.
Can I tell it real quick?
Yeah.
Bro. So we go to Blackberry last year.
Did you accidentally get high on gummies?
No. I wonder, did that happen at some point? We took our bottle in the little wine carrier because we're going to Blackberry, and we go on it's a 3-night minimum, so we go on a Friday night and we open it up. We say, can you just decant the first half because we're going to be back here and for another dinner before we leave, and we'll just have the other half. And the sommelier was like, oh, absolutely. And also, we can take this label off. Like we were saying, we do this every year. It's a 2009. We want the bottle, so just keep the bottle back there, and then we'll decant the rest when we get here in the night before we leave. So that first night we decant it. We have half the bottle. She takes it back to the back and safely stores it. We come back Sunday night, the last night, to that same restaurant because we did another thing Saturday night.
Is this in the barn?
This is the mountain.
Oh, the mountain. Okay,
yep,
gotcha.
Yep.
All right.
And so
Fire tower.
There's a difference. We went to the fire tower Saturday night,
okay.
but back to the main restaurant Sunday night to get our bottle. There's a different somm, and we say, hey, so-and-so was here Friday night. She decanted in half. It's our anniversary bottle. It's a 2009. She said she would store it for us because we're back here tonight. Oh, yeah. Goes back. It takes 10 minutes for him to come back. And so we're just like, oh, that's interesting. He comes back, says, hey, couldn't find it, but we're still going to look because, they have bottles. I mean, storehouses of choice wine. And he says, like, we're still looking for
it.
Yeah.
You just said storehouses.
That was a joke.
Of choice wine.
Yeah, that was a joke.
And I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I loved it.
I was
like, that was on purpose.
That was a Bible joke.
Yeah.
And so, dude, we start every time he walked away, they brought us glasses of champagne while we waited.
Right.
I was like, I see where this is going. I see where this is going.
I could almost predict the ending of this story.
They don't have it. It's gone. That bottle is gone. And I reminded him, this is the 2009 that we bought 15 years ago. It's our 15th.
Oh, this was your 15th anniversary.
Yeah. So it's like, that's, So he gets it. So and this is Blackberry where they fix everything, right?
They're gonna fix very well.
They're gonna fix everything, but you can't fix the bottle being like in the dumpster or something. He comes back with a menu, and he says, it was a 2009. The only 2009 that we have is right here, and he points at it. And I look over, and I'm kind of playing the game, but I'm also, I'm having fun.
Yeah.
I'm at Blackberry with my wife. I don't care.
Life's pretty good.
Good. And I look over, guess how much that bottle was?
I mean, see, here's the thing.
If you're Kimberly.
If I'm Kimberly.
But don't be Kimberly, though.
Okay, don't be. I would say $700.
It was $600. And so I saw that $600, knowing that we would just have a bottle of $600 wine on the house, and I just said, I think that'll work. Didn't celebrate. I just acted like that would fix the ailment.
Oh,
I think that's a good compromise. But then
that's such a Winston thing to do.
Is it really? I didn't screw it. I didn't twist the screw too hard. But what I did was, hey, I want you to come back out though, and I want you to tell us about it.
Yeah, of course.
Try it with us. Tell us about what you're tasting.
Yeah.
And so it came with an experience too.
Yeah.
And he ended up enjoying it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Bro, great story.
Oh,
so now we have all these bottles of the same 4 cases that we have, and this one Italian.
Yeah.
$600 bottle.
I love that. Is a great story.
Great story.
And I'm telling you, I know because it's a little bit of a trap you can fall in with Blackberry stories, because somebody could watch this and be like, oh, I need to go look this place up. It's really expensive to go there.
It is. It's a very you just need to experience it at one point in your life,
right?
To understand it.
It's a treat.
Yeah.
But dude,
it doesn't make sense on paper.
No. I don't know of many places that would do something like that. Even if it's like,
tossed.
we lost your bottle, your 15th anniversary bottle. I don't know a lot of places that would go, sir, we have this. The only 2009 we have currently is this $600 bottle of Italian red.
Great.
Would it suffice to bring this to you?
Yeah. And he got it.
He got it.
And he said, I gotta find a 2009. I gotta find a 2009 for this guy.
And
dude,
it's a magical place.
What a great story. Yeah. All right, last one. Heather from Michigan, lake life or beach life?
Heather's my cousin.
Oh.
Heather's my cousin.
Up in Michigan, huh?
Up in Michigan. Heather's a Yankee. I love Heather.
Really?
Shout out Heather. Michael.
The Yankee? But she's okay.
Yeah. I mean,
born and raised.
She married my, I was going to say biological. Is that the right word? Cousin? My blood cousin.
Okay.
She's married. They've been married for many, many years, and great people. He's a former Army Ranger, which actually I would love to have him on at some point.
That would be awesome.
Because they get back down here. His parents live in Memphis, so they get down here every now and then.
Okay.
He's got some great stories. Lake life or beach life? This one is really obvious for me.
Mine's gonna surprise you. Go ahead, Mr. Obvious.
I mean, I could live on the beach.
Oh,
I could live on the beach, bro.
Me.
No, I could live on the beach, man.
I am beach too, dude.
Yeah. Now, we've always said, because the times that we have spent at somebody's lake house, or we go rent a pontoon boat for the day and go out on the lake, it's a lot of fun. The lake is a lot of fun.
It is. Yeah.
But we didn't grow up doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to water ski. None of my kids know how to water ski. We didn't grow up being lake people.
Yeah.
We grew up going to the Gulf.
Yeah.
Going to the Panhandle.
That and getting into the beach rhythm.
We
break for lunch.
I could live on the beach.
Yeah.
And I love looking at the Gulf or the ocean or the body of water that they're on.
The expanse.
It makes me feel small, and it makes me feel quiet, and it makes me like I'm gonna go beach. Every day of the week.
I am beach too, man, and that's from a Tennessee kid who grew up on the lake, around the lake. Knoxville has so many lakes; they're all right next to you, everywhere. But I don't know. It's humid. The lake eats people. Like, it can eat you.
So can the ocean.
I know, but at least you're like on the sand and building stuff. I like the beach better.
This is the problem, not the problem, but the issue that I'm facing thinking about our 25th next year is you go, okay, 25th. What do we want to do? Where do we want to go?
Yeah,
what do we want to experience? And nothing compares for me and Kimberly.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing compares to waking up, looking at the ocean.
Yeah.
Going, we don't have anything to do today except walk down to that cabana or those chairs or whatever, lay there, order food, have a couple of drinks. Do we have a dinner reservation somewhere? I don't know. Let's figure it out.
Maybe we can make one.
Maybe we could. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, do we want to watch an episode of Friends tonight? What do we?
Yeah.
We don't. I want to take her to Europe, to Italy, I want to go see the Colosseum. I want to go to Rome. I want to go to Florence.
Yeah.
But not on our vacation.
Yeah.
On our vacation, we don't want to do anything.
Well, the lake is a lot of work.
Well, yeah.
You got ropes, you got life jackets, you got towels, you got boat covers, you got chair covers, right? You got life jackets. You got mold.
I'm just saying, like, there's something about the beach that feels.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything.
That's great. I'm in. We're double beach.
I don't have to think. I don't have to. All I have to do is relax.
Yeah. You don't have to gas up the boat.
No.
I'm in.
I don't have to worry about
TWRA.
Oh, man.
Dude. Life jacket check.
Do they stop you?
They're very active.
Really?
Down on Thames Ford. But not.
Yeah.
I got pulled over this week.
On the lake?
Nope. In an automobile.
Around town?
In Columbia.
For what? Speeding?
He said I ran a stop sign. And I said to myself, because I know exactly what my position is with an officer. It is.
Which is what?
You do whatever the heck and agree with whatever the heck they say.
And be very polite about it.
I am very polite about it.
Yep.
He gave me a warning.
Dude.
Very nice of him.
I have been pulled over.
I got a warning.
First of all, I used to drive like a bat out of hell. I used to drive like fast. I gotta get there.
Gotta go.
The last 5 to 10 years,
You mellowed out.
I'm like an old man.
Isn't it great?
I don't care when I get there.
Bro.
I'm not. You will not catch me.
That is me,
heavy
dude.
accelerating and whipping in and out and trying to
Does
pass
Kimberly
people.
make fun of you for that?
No, she loves it.
I was driving the other day and there was a red light, so I don't gas it up to a red light, and I'm just coasting. Caroline in the back seat says, "Dad, are we running out of gas?"
Dude,
That's how slow I go.
I will tell my
The kids think I'm running out of gas.
I will say, when we come to a stop at a red light, I want you to not even feel
the back, the jerk.
shift.
Yeah.
I want to just and
dude, that's great.
I
well, it's
love
great.
that.
It's amazing that you've converted. I've always been an old man.
Well, I'm just saying, I used to get pulled over all the time.
Oh, okay.
I'd get a lot of tickets, and then as I have mellowed,
So you know
out,
the game.
But I've been pulled over like twice in the last 3 years, not for speeding.
Okay.
One was for expired tags. One was for turning right on a red when there was a sign that said
Don't
no
turn
right
on
on
red. Yeah.
But nobody was coming, and so but both times, dude, it's like my routine is down, window down.
I reach over,
Off
get
the
the
street,
stuff out.
window down, engine off, grab my stuff, have it, hands on the steering wheel, have it right there. If I have a pistol in the truck, it's
You
like,
tell 'em?
Officer, I just want to let you know, got a pistol in the truck. It's in that console.
Yeah.
You know.
I forgot to turn my truck off. Okay.
Oh, I turned the truck off. I just find it puts him at ease. Like, okay, he's not going to take off and run.
That's good.
This engine is off.
Oh, that would have been better. That's next level.
Yep.
I need to
Window
do that.
down, engine off, caution lights on. And I'm like, hey, officer, hey, do you know what's up?
You're automatically on their team at that point.
Oh, yeah. And I am, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no,
Yeah.
ma'am, thank you. And I've gotten a warning both those times.
Yeah.
I find being polite.
It's hard to fight somebody who's
No,
kind.
that's right.
There's no contention because there's nothing to fight against.
Yep. Nope.
I'm just like, I'm totally, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. You in a hurry to get somewhere? Yeah, I'm really not. I probably just wasn't paying attention like I need to be. You know, I'm going up
Goes
to
a long way.
Nashville. Going back up to Nashville. I'm not familiar with the area. I apologize.
Yeah. I love it.
Well, while you're looking for your insurance, let me check this out. Okay.
Yeah.
You stay right here. Okay.
I'm going to let you off with a warning, Mr. Cruz.
Wow. Thank
If you don't mind, come to a complete stop at that stop sign from now on. Just pay more attention.
Absolutely. And I really apologize and thank you.
Yeah. You have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
Be safe out there.
You do the same. Absolutely. You
Dude.
too. I love your town.
It goes so well.
I love Columbia. Would never want to disappoint you.
This was fun.
Well done.
State of the Union.
Yep.
Knocked out some questions.
Great questions. Good topics.
And
let's get that studio built.
it's going to be great.
Thanks for listening. Keep coming back, y'all.
Hit subscribe.
Oh, yeah. Like it.
Like it.
Share it with
Share
your-
it. Subscribe.
Cousins, biological cousins,
Yes.
cousin-in-laws, second cousins.
And be on the lookout for that hat. It's gonna
Even
be
the
killer.
Yankees. Share it with the Yankees.
Even the Yankees. I would say especially the Yankees.
Especially the Yankees. They're sending in all the questions.
Yeah. Why are we getting out-questioned?
The Yankees are out questioning
They're
the South.
out-questioning us.
The South is getting way out questioned.
Yep.
Maybe they're more curious. I don't know.
They're Southern curious.
Ooh. Oh, I like that. All right. Keep coming back, y'all.
Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out the other videos on our channel and make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos.
And if you're tired of seeing our faces talk, you can go the audio only route and catch us on Apple and Spotify. If you do that, be sure to subscribe, give us a rating and a review so that we can reach more people.
See y'all next week.